everybody for such a great occasion, this August occasion. We are humbled by this event. We thank God for the time that we have shared. We are trusting God that there are great things ahead of us. We pray that this school will continue to leave a legacy that will stand tall in this nation. We are grateful to God, and on behalf of the entire SLC, we want to thank the entire administration and the presidency for such a visit to this school. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
I'm very pleased to be here at Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, Legon, and to join you in celebrating 85 years of the establishment of this famous institution of learning. It is your 85th anniversary, and I'm grateful to the authorities for the invitation and opportunity to deliver this address. Indeed, if there's one senior high school I've had the greatest number of interactions with since I became President of the Republic in 2017, whether it is in the number of visits to the school or whether it is in me receiving that school at Jubilee House, the seat of our nation's presidency, it is Presec Legon. I had hoped that in your brochure, where you describe me as President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, you would have added Honorary Odadie. The last time I had an encounter with the boys in blue was in December 2022, when Alfred Keninsia, John Anim Tinkrai, and Austin Afutu, together with staff, students, and alumni, brought trophy number 7 of the National Science and Mathematics Quiz Competition to me at Jubilee House. As an honorary Odadie myself, it was a truly exciting moment as I share in this success. I can only urge Presec to break the 8 in this year's competition. You'll join us in the MPP. I said it when I came here in 2018, and I'll repeat it. This school has become, for me and for many Ghanaians, one of the best senior high schools, if not the best, in Ghana. The credit for this goes to past and present management, teaching and non-teaching staff, alumni, and students. Ladies and gentlemen, as some of you may know, I am a person of deep Presbyterian origins. Both my paternal and maternal ancestries are replete with Presbyterians. My own parents were staunch Presbyterians who were regular worshippers at the Presbyterian Church of the Resurrection at Mokola, Accra. I was baptized there, a Presbyterian, as were my 3 other siblings. But I was confirmed in Anglican as a result of the secondary school I attended, a development that never sat comfortably with my parents. I say all this to show you how proud I am of my Presbyterian lineage and to tell you that I feel very much at home with you, since that was the atmosphere in which I was brought up. At Presec, you're trained and groomed to become, quote, Christian gentlemen, unquote. To paraphrase the school's anthem, the training you have received is a solid foundation to help you take your places in the future of our country and church. Presec has fulfilled this promise. Indeed, we can find Odadie as heads of state, prominent politicians, doctors, lawyers, engineers, accountants, bankers, scholars, entrepreneurs, judges, musicians, merchants, teachers, farmers, authors, actresses, bankers, businesswomen, diplomats, media practitioners, and priests. The theme, building upon a legacy of excellence. Come along and join us. Provides us with an opportunity to look at some important aspects of our national life. I say nothing new when I state that the countries that have done well, even without natural resources, are the countries that have invested in education and skills training. This is not a secret, but it is surprising how long it is taking us to learn this. What the evidence from history and the experience of many countries have shown is that it is not natural resources that build nations. It is people who build nations. It is not gold that is going to build Ghana. If it was, it would have done so already. It is not cocoa that is going to build Ghana. If it was, it would have done so already. It is not oil that is going to build Ghana. It is the people of Ghana, Ghanaians like you and I, and especially the youth of today, who are going to build Ghana. With Presec known to be a science school, I'm sure you appreciate the fact that government, in order to attain our objective of building an industrialized nation, is increasing its emphasis on science and technology education and technical and vocational training. We intend to put science, technology, education, and mathematics, STEM, education, in its central, relevant place. Training students with 21st century skills is essential in preparing our future workforce for the fourth industrial revolution through STEM education. Even though the manifesto of the New Patriotic Party, the party from which my government was born, prioritized the study of STEM in its 2016 and 2020 manifestos, it was the reimagination of education in the advent of COVID-19 and the need to prepare the youth for jobs of the future that reinforced the need to increase the percentage of students undertaking general science in senior high schools. Indeed, the percentage of general science students in our schools has been some 12% for some time. The percentage of science students this year has risen to some 15%, and it is expected to increase even further to some 24% in 2024. Government has made the following interventions to implement STEM education. 1, the creation of a STEM pipeline to increase STEM enrollment at tertiary education level through pre-engineering programs. The pre-engineering program has been introduced to target senior high school graduates in general arts, visual arts, and business. The George Grant University of Mines and Technology, the Pentecost University, and the Kumasi Technical University have admitted students into this flagship program that allows students to study subjects such as physics, elective mathematics, engineering practice, chemistry, technical drawing, applied electricity, and ICT. The one-year pre-university program, launched in February 2022, has admitted its second cohort of students. The objective is to increase the talent pool from which engineers can be selected to ensure the number of engineering graduates, that is first degree and higher national diploma, increases from the current 6,500 to 30,000 by 2030. 2, at the senior high school level, increasing enrollment in STEM has been made possible by operationalizing 4 newly constructed STEM model schools and converting 3 existing schools into STEM model schools. The Ghana STEM Academy schools are Abomusu STEM Academy, Awasu STEM Academy, Kwasenkpe STEM Academy, Bosomtwe Girls STEM Academy, Bosomtwe STEM Academy, Accra High School STEM Center, and Kwasi Secondary Technical School. These schools have been equipped with state-of-the-art laboratories and classrooms, dormitories, assembly halls, dining halls, and conducive environments to foster teaching and learning. There are some 2,400 students enrolled to study general science and STEM in the 7 schools. New STEM pathways have been introduced as part of efforts to reform science education. Introduction of new STEM pathways, including engineering, science, and robotics, aviation and aerospace, computer science, biomedical science, agricultural science, and manufacturing. 3, the completion of 10 regional STEM centers to train a complete STEM pipeline from primary through JHS to SHS. The Accra High School STEM Center is operational, and it receives some 250 students every day who undertake training in robotics, 3D printing, coding, physics, chemistry, and biology for JHS, and SHS students who are in the greater Accra region. 6 other centers, which are some 90% complete, are located at Infantsipim School, Fija Senior High School, Akufo Addo SHS, Jinjini Senior SHS, Ahafoman SHS, and Abuakwa SHS, whilst the rest, namely Maoku SHS, Safiwioso SHS, and Atebubu SHS, are between 30 to 50% complete. 4, the construction of model junior high schools to replace clusters of basic schools and equipping the existing schools for STEM programs. And 5, the retooling of science laboratories, physics, chemistry, and biology of 180 selected senior high schools, including Presbyterian Boys Senior High School.
And though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, we are. Our equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and faith, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. That is Alfred the Lord Tennyson. In accordance with tradition instituted years ago, it is my honor to address this colorful Deba. 5 years ago, my predecessor, Reverend Markwe, was at the helm of affairs. So much was achieved under his tenure, and we are grateful to him, Reverend. When we assumed the reins of this fraternity, our objective was to consolidate the gains made and build upon it. I proudly announce that we are on track. The danger in alumni activities to be caught in many achievements to the point of complacency. The business of our alumni fraternity continues unabated despite challenges. We are poised to deliver on our agenda. This colorful Deba depicts who we are. It takes a reflection of consistency and relevance. We stand tall in the community of schools. Our visibility and vibrancy are attested to by all, even our rivals. It gives us an opportunity to pat ourselves on the shoulder whilst looking to the future with great optimism. Presec made us who we are today, and it's incumbent on us to work with all stakeholders to make her great. Let me commend all year groups, especially those who embark on projects for their yeoman's job. It was with love for our alma mater in demonstration. My alumni executive pledges its unwavering support and commitment in this regard. Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, 5 years ago from today, we would gather for Presec at 90. I have eroded confidence that we will have reports of more achievements built on what we celebrate today. We are the flagship secondary school of the Presbyterian Church. The discipline and values of Christian training of the church has made us fuller men, conscious of our responsibilities to society. Renewed passion and commitment can sometimes be misguided with many alumni anger eager to start one project or another for Presec. My administration has purposed to guide the process to avoid uncompleted projects dotting the campus. We have insisted that any individual or year group that wants to start a project must show proof of funding to ensure that the project is completed on schedule. Our products continue to make us proud and visible on the national stage. We continue to contribute to many professionals for Ghana's scientific and technological advancement. The graduating classes of the 4 public tertiary medical schools were dominated by our boys. Since our founding 85 years ago, we have lived up to the expectations of our founding fathers. The tireless efforts of Reverend Clark and Reverend Engman have not been in vain. The seed planted by the church has indeed blossomed into a big tree with its seeds all over the globe. Today, I pay glory and tribute to our past faculty, staff, and alumni